let's do another embarrassing stories video, because embarrassing myself is what I do best. Now I'm going to talk about embarrassing primary school memories that I have. There's two that really stick out. One which I'm going to call the wall, and the next being the parachute. The whole story is the one that my friend Amy likes to bring up at any opportunity she can. We used to have these student council meetings where the entire year group, it was only about 60 children, but the year group would get together and they discuss points that have been brought up by the school and we'd give our opinions. The teacher pointed outside the classroom window and into this wall that was just in the middle of the playground, just randomly, this big brick wall in the middle of the playground, and he said, "We're thinking about taking this wall down. Has anyone got any points to raise today?" They all knew that they were talking about the wall in the playground, and so everyone was like, yeah, it's a good idea, it's a brilliant idea. But I didn't realise this, and him pointing out the window, I thought he was pointing to the classroom wall. And so everyone was like, yeah, it's a brilliant idea to take down the wall, brilliant idea. And I'm like, what? And so I raised my hand, and I'm like, but if they take down the wall, then what if it gets rainy and all the work gets wet? And what if burglars come in? So nobody understood what I was on about, because they're all thinking about the wall that they're considering taking down. They're thinking about the playground wall, and they're thinking, why is all the work going to get wet? Well, I don't understand. And then when they clicked that I thought that they were taking down the big classroom wall, everybody just burst out laughing at me, even the teachers. I was just sat there with 60 children and 3 or 4 adults just laughing at me. It's not what you want when you're 10 years old. Parachute story is a story that happened just before I was leaving primary school. We used to do this buddying session thing where we'd team up with year ones and we'd help them learn once a week, and it was really good fun. And when it came to the end of the scheme, we all did this game thing together. So there was 30 people from my class and then 30 kids from the reception or year one, I can't remember, and obviously teachers. There's this big parachute thing that we used to play where you'd throw it up and down and there'd roll balls in it and we'd all have loads of fun. There was this game called Sharks or something, and so there were 60 of us throwing up this parachute thing, and someone would go under and be the shark and grab someone's leg, and then they were the shark. And so we were playing this game, and it had been done a couple of times, and the teachers would be when they got grabbed, it's your turn to go under. So they do, and they go under. And we've been doing this about 5 or 6 times now. Someone grabbed my leg, and so I knew that I'd have to go under. So before they were like, oh, it's your turn to go under, I just went under automatically. Then the teacher shouted, right, put the parachute down. And so I'm stuck under this parachute. Wait, what's going on? Suddenly, all these kids jumped on me, 30 reception kids, and then you hear the teacher shouting, "Oh no, there's someone under there, there's someone under there." And all these kids are pouncing on me because they didn't know any better. So I'm laid under this parachute thinking I'm going to die with about 35-year-olds all on top of me. The teachers had to pull them off, and I really thought I was going to die under there. I walked into the classroom and 2 teachers stood having a conversation about me, laughing their heads off, and they didn't realise until I walked in that I'd heard them all laughing at me. So primary school wasn't a good time for me. It'd be really nice to know if you've got any embarrassing primary school stories. Please, I can't be the only one. Please leave a comment and let me know. It's nice to know that my friend from primary school, Amy, is still one of my best friends. She hasn't deserted me after how much I embarrassed her through.